What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly chart. As you can see, we did break out from this descending wedge. Now we are getting nicely bounced here from the resistance, turning it into support. I'm going to explain why I do believe so that the $59,000 is potentially the strongest support that we got right now, and it's going to hold very nicely, and we're going to continue to the upside, breaking all-time highs in the next coming days potentially. We're also taking a look at the total crypto market cap here. I think that we are just getting ready for a massive explosion to the upside, and also we'll be taking a look at Avalanche. Okay, Avalanche is looking like we are forming this symmetrical triangle that is looking for an explosive breakout in the next coming days, so make sure to stay tuned. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin, crypto. I also do live streams to connect with the community. Not financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say. Guys, let's zoom in here for Bitcoin just to keep it pretty simple. As you know, we did break out from this resistance from the descending wedge. We were talking about this potentially coming all the way back down here to retest the support, and we have actually got a pretty nice bounce. Now, could there be more volatility bouncing here from this support range round about that 59k before we continue up? Yes, of course, that could happen, guys, but the overall target here from this descending wedge is the all-time highs, which is just under the $67,000. So we might see some type of volatility before we come here and meet the target. All right, guys, so I think there's nothing to be worried about just yet. Now, why do I believe so that the $59,000 range is the ultimate bottom? Because if we do go here and zoom out on the daily and get the VPVR, like I mentioned a lot of times, there is a huge amount of volume traded, and we've been bouncing every single time, okay, on the volume profiles. If we see a huge mountain, just like what happened right over here back in the summer of 2021, we didn't manage to break this massive wall, okay, to the downside. Now, if we would have broken below $30,000 successfully, then we would have gone to much lower levels, but we held very, very nicely. As you can see, we retested it several times. Now, there is a possibility where we're going to retest that $59,000, $58,000 several times, looking like we are going to piece through it and then continue to the upside. Now, that would be a bearish case scenario. Now, what would be my most bearish case scenario if you ask me? Well, I think that the most bearish case scenario is coming down to that $53,000, $54,000 where the huge mountain here ends. As you can see, it is round about that 53. Now, if we do break 53, we could come as low as $50,000 or even $48,000. Here's where we have the maximum volume, as you can see, traded on the VPVR. Now, I think that the $53,000, $54,000 range would hold nicely as support because we do have a nice resistance touch right over there, and also the end here of the VPVR. Now, you do know that I believe so that on Elliott wave theory, you know, from the lowest part of traded this year, if we go here from the $29,000 range here where we almost broke below, then I think that this has been the first wave, this has been the second wave, and we are still inside the third wave. Now, if you go here on the weekly, it is pretty clear that this could still be the third wave, okay? Zooming in here on the chart, okay, and this is on the weekly. Now you can clearly see that the third wave, we are still inside that third wave. We haven't had that fourth wave correction, so we could still have a leg up even to the $72,000 being inside that third wave before we have a decent correction being the fourth wave. So as you can see, we see this is the first wave, the second wave, and now we are still inside the third wave. We do not know if the third wave has finished and we are entering into the fourth wave, or we are going to continue to the upside, all right, a little bit more, maybe potentially hitting that $72,000 range and then having that fourth wave correction. That is also very possible. So if we do have that fourth wave, looking at Elliott wave theory, my most bearish case scenario would be that $53,000 range because of the VPVR, and also because we did retest that major resistance at $53,000 here back in August, okay, the beginning of September, sorry, right over there. So this is my case here for Bitcoin. We do have a target, which is the top here from the descending wedge. We might see a little bit of volatility. I do believe so that we'll be reaching that top of the wedge no matter what, if we continue to the downside or even break the support and come into this other support and then consolidating and continuing up. Okay, that would be the most bearish case scenario. I am already in some long positions on Bybit. Remember guys, down below you got the best bonus down below on Bybit, okay, up to $3,500, and I will be scaling in my position if we do dip below the $59,000. Remember, if you're an experienced trader, Bybit, my favorite swing trading platform, you can get up to $3,500 worth of bonus with my link, guys, in the description. PrimeXBT is my favorite day trading platform. You use my link in the description, you're getting 50% added to your deposit by using Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. Both tutorials of these platforms are down also in the tutorial section in the description. Now, let's take a look at the total crypto market cap, because I'm going to go here once again through this cup and handle that we've been talking now for weeks. All right, we did break out the resistance, but we did also dip below here. This was on the 27th of October when we saw Bitcoin having that massive volatility. The total crypto market cap, exclude Bitcoin, did dip below here the support range, okay, that was resistance, as you can see. So this is the moment where you need to become extremely bullish. You're going to see a lot of volatility around this range before you start popping to the upside. It is pretty obvious here looking at this cup and handle that we are going to reach, above that $2.3 trillion approximately, which is the measured move, okay, from this cup and handle. So the weeks ahead are looking very good. That's 2.2 trillion approximately, reaching the total crypto market cap, exclude Bitcoin. So they're very good months ahead, in my opinion, for the altcoins. Now let's take a look at Avalanche, because Avalanche is looking very good. We do know that the $55 range is an extreme support because it has been extreme resistance in the past. As you can see, we just touched the all-time high here at around $60, and we didn't manage to break it right over here. This was in August of 2021. Now, as soon as we broke this range, it did manage to hold pretty nicely as support. And as you can see right over here, we are creating on the 4 hourly higher lows very nicely on Avax, and we're also creating lower highs here. And now if we connect these lower highs and higher lows, we are forming a symmetrical triangle, and we're just about to get ready here for a massive breakout before the 9th of November, which is the very end here of this apex. Now, what happens if we do break to the downside, where we do have a technical target, okay, which is the back here of the symmetrical triangle, and if we break out, depending on when, the projected move could take us all the way down to that $25 range. I do not think this is possible with having this massive bullish sentiment. We've got the cup and handle on the total crypto market cap that is playing out. So most likely scenario, in my opinion, would be breaking to the upside, and the projected move is coming above the $100 here for Avalanche. Avalanche is an insane blockchain project. They are building up on top of Avalanche, so I'm extremely bullish on this cryptocurrency. Guys, this is going to be it for today's episode. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got the latest news and technical analysis. And if you haven't seen my video, guys, of PrimeXBT and Bybit, the tutorial is on the screen. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.